Today's segment is brought to you by Model Music Management. I hope you enjoy.
Well, hi everybody. Welcome back to this episode of Fan Size, where we are discussing season 12, episode 8 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Sexy drag queen.
This was a really good episode.
It was.
It's a very good episode.
Really good episode. We were so into it.
The ending was. I'm jumping ahead already. I liked it.
We're not there yet, but we're gonna get there. He looking like me. He's so geeked. He's
right.
so geeked.
I am. I'm very geeked.
But the episode starts off, as we know, the Brita
went home
on
the last.
Her
episode.
and her teeth had to leave us on the last episode. And
it just clicked what she just said. Yeah. Those
y'all, her teeth were so big. They were so big. Anyway, Britta's not here no more. We can't talk about her no more.
Yes.
She will be missed. Not really. Anyway, so it starts off where they come back into the workroom. They read the message on the mirror. Heidi's like, "Oh, Britta, we miss you," but really and truly,
let me go in on that a little bit. So I kind of get what you were saying about the whole mirror thing. If y'all don't know, so Brystal made this point one time before about if they write what they write at the end and then they go back and read it on the next episode if it's the same thing. And it was a little different this time because when Britta was leaving, she wrote at the end, "You Britta work," or whatever the thing. And she didn't say that. Yeah. Yep. So it might be,
The producers be writing stuff. I'm telling y'all, because it'd be like they write these long drawn out messages at the end, and then on the next episode when they come back into the workroom, it'd be
different.
like 4 or 5 words, like "Good luck, ladies." Like that ain't what she wrote.
Definitely not.
So that's a good point. So they erase the mirror, and then per the usual, Jan starts sobbing. She's like, "My best friend is gone. I don't know, blah 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 blah," and everybody is looking at her like, "Girl, we all know you're just salty because you lost."
When did she even state that her and Britta was these
Never.
best friends all of a sudden? Like it just came out of nowhere. I'm just upset about my friend going home and it didn't matter that I didn't win the competition. I'm just upset that my friend went. I didn't even know y'all knew each other like that.
In the very first, Britta came episode 1, Jan came episode 2.
That is true.
So when they did meet up in episode 3, they did hug and say they know each other from New York and that. But I didn't think they was that close.
Jan making it seem like they everything. They grew up together in the same house together.
They was at elementary school, they was on the playground playing marbles and stuff together. Girl, she was doing a lot.
And this is kind of throughout the show or throughout the episode or whatever, but she kind of made it a fact to remind you constantly, she did it more than 3 times.
I'm crying because Britta's gone. I'm not crying because I'm salty because I didn't win. Girl, we know you're salty.
Let me just reassure you.
Right.
I'm not crying because I didn't win. I'm crying because my friend went home.
Right. And it's girl, we know you're salty.
But just in case you didn't hear me one more time, I am not crying because I didn't win. I'm crying because my friend went home. But yeah.
It's crazy because her face was cracked on the episode. She thought when RuPaul was like, "Jan, you did so well, blah, 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 blah. You're safe."
We going
Sis
in
was
on Jan.
Sis was like, "What? Safe?" And then Gigi would, and she was mad. But I have a conspiracy about that too.
Okay.
I feel like RuPaul is showing favoritism towards Gigi. Don't get me wrong. Now, last week I said
Gigi.
When it comes to execution and consistency, Gigi is going to give you everything you need. But
well, you're not there yet.
Jan should have. I'm talking about last week.
Okay.
Jan should have. I feel like Gigi gave it. Jan could have won that episode. Mm-hmm. But I feel like I heard from another podcast that was also talking about RuPaul's Drag Race. Shout out to the Jaden XD podcast. They were saying that on the Jan's first episode, how she was saying that she wanted to be the biggest drag superstar in the world, and they were like, "Oh, maybe Ru think she's trying to upstage her because she can sing and do all of that. So maybe it's a little tension there. Ru does love a humble drag queen.
That's true.
Like, she don't want you to get... She will...
Right, bring you right back down.
So we gonna get off our Jan horse,
right? Because we've been on Jan.
We went in on Jan, but
let's talk about the mini challenge a little bit. I don't even know the name of it. I just put #FabFitFun because that's what that was.
Yeah, that's a subscription service. This video is not sponsored by FabFitFun,
right?
But if y'all want to sponsor us,
cut it. Cut the check.
We're here.
Email us.
Listen, at
modelmusicmanagement@gmail.com. We're gonna put it right down. Shit,
look.
Need it.
Anyway,
right.
It was, to me, I think these mini challenges have gotten a lot more sponsored by ever since Drag Race moved from Logo to VH1. It's because it's like more viewership and hey, you gotta sell these ads.
Right.
So it's like they made sure to say FabFitFun, FabFitFun, FabFitFun like 50 million times in the challenge. So basically they had to curate a box that was like, they had to team up in pairs of two. And Ru picked the teams, and then they had to curate a box that threw shade to whoever they were against, like the other team that they were against. So they went and got a whole bunch of stuff and put it in their boxes and different things like that. And who
do you think was the funniest team out of the 4 teams?
My funniest team, I think Jada and Brystal they're pretty funny. And their quick drag to me looked the best. Jada and Brystal's did, and shout out to Brystal for those shoes. Brystal is really growing on me.
Yeah,
but we're not there yet.
Right.
There, but, yeah.
Moving on to what are you talking about? The Maxi Challenge.
The Maxi Challenge. So they had to do branding commercials, and it was called Droops. That was the brand they had to sell.
Yes, Droops.
Yeah, it was called Droops.
Yes.
What's it called? Droops?
Yes, okay. We'll go back and we'll find out. If it wasn't Droops, we'll just
we'll edit it out if it wasn't. It's called Droops.
Right.
And they just had to basically, RuPaul's always selling stuff, so they had to brand something and sell it.
An upper echelon product, like Heidi said.
Yeah, but couldn't. She said, I made $9,000 last year for my gas station job. I can't even spell upper echelon. It's sis Shaffields.
Right.
But this reminded me of the challenge that they did in I think it was season 5, Alyssa's Secret, and then they had Red for Filth.
Yeah.
But Alaska, that's what this challenge put me in the mindset of that. That was a good season. Season 5 was a really good season of Drag Race. Anyway,
the first one, let's talk about Heidi's commercial or Heidi's product. Heidi Hydrates. Well, first it was soft and sensual and subtle, something like that. But yeah, she ended up taking, Ru gave her the idea. It was like, you might as well, I would have rather you call it Heidi Hydrates or something like that, and work that one instead of some other type of multi-purpose lotion like she had or whatever. But once it came together, I think, it really came together.
Yeah.
But how did you feel about Heidi's Hydrate?
Like the overall or just like the rehearsal portion of it?
Yeah, let's start with the rehearsal.
I think it was cute. I think that she started off with a good concept, and that she gave Ru something to like build on, to give her the advice to change the name, because it's like the only thing she changed about her product was the name. It wasn't anything like substantial. Like she didn't have an idea, and like Ru gave her the whole idea. It was just like, it was just the name. I think she did good. It was a good concept. It was funny, but we'll get there.
Okay. Next up was Widow Von Du. Throw Tay. It was supposed to be like I
don't know what she was telling me.
Throat spray, but it was
like, because you're gagging.
But it looked like, I thought it was fragrance.
It looked like a perfume, like the bottle. But I don't know what she was trying to sell me.
Yeah, the throat coater.
I didn't.
Yeah. Next up was Jan.
It was supposed to be Sure Jan. So hers was like a spray that you spray, and it turns you in. You go from Jan to Marsha. Like if you guys get the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, get the Brady Bunch references.
You go from Jan to Marsha.
Yeah, and I think I remember saying something about something like that before, but it was mostly about like the Instagram and stuff like that. But I feel like if she were to come out with something like that for real, like Sure Jan, it would kind of limit her market on specific people. Because I mean, or unless she takes it to like people that don't know about the Brady Bunch.
And it's like they would sue her.
Yo, yeah, there is that too. I didn't even think about that. Well, I mean, think about it. I mean, think about it, though.
She went overseas, maybe.
It's the concept, though. None of the concept of Sure Jan, other than the name Jan and the name Marsha, is dealing with the Brady Bunch.
I'm sure those things are trademarked.
The name Jan and the name Marsha?
If you're like, go from Jan to Marsha, I don't know. I
think it's the affiliation. It might. I don't know. Y'all, that Jan, you better look into that.
Jan, don't get sued.
Look into it. I'm just saying, explore all of your options, girl.
Girl, we in this quarantine. Folks need their coins. They don't know where their next check is coming from. Get sued if you want to, girl. Hamburger Mary's is closed.
Jackie Cox, Magic Carpet Merkin.
So I didn't know what a merkin was.
I didn't either
until this episode. But I'm still a fierce Brock ally. Don't get it twisted. I just didn't know what a merkin was.
I didn't.
A merkin is a wig for your what they call it between me down there.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah, because we keep it PG. No.
Gigi Good night, bitch. Oh wait.
Right, PG, right?
Right. That's the name of it. It wasn't the best for me. And I mean, like I said, Gigi is in both of our top 4. And we've been seeing nothing but good from her for up until now. And I mean, like I'm gonna chalk it up to a bad day. Everybody's entitled to a bad day.
I don't even think it was a bad day. Because she didn't do that bad in the overall, once they got to the overall commercial and everything like that, because, they edited out like half of the walkthroughs with Rue, which was kind of weird. But I think the level of expectation for Gigi is so high that when she does something that's mediocre, it's bad. It's
perceived as bad because they expect her to be
that's
so
all
much
that
better.
is, because she has put herself on a level of excellence, and she delivers excellence every week. So when she delivers anything less than an A+, it's like, an A is still passing, but this is
it's not what you normally get. Something's wrong.
So it wasn't bad. It wasn't. It wasn't bad.
Next up was Jada Essence Hall.
Yeah, she had the tucking panties. The name of the panties escapes me, but her commercial.
Yeah,
it was.
Well, I mean, the commercial. Yeah, it had a lot of funny moments.
Yeah, it was so funny. You guys know I live for Jada. Like, it was so funny. Like, I laughed out loud, and I don't do that a lot watching Drag Race, except for when Gigi was Maria the Robot. I literally was cackling. Yeah, it was so funny. Iconic Snatch Game. Anyway.
Next up was, or lastly for this one, was Crystal Method. Magic Mullet. Now, let's just talk about the rehearsal.
It looked all over the place. The way that they edited it.
Definitely all over the place.
It looked all over the place. Shout out to Bob the trainer from what was the show? The Biggest Loser. He was on there. Yes. I was like, okay. Yeah. I recognize the tattoo. He's blonde now. He wasn't blonde before. Him and his southern accent. So good. Biggest Loser was a good show. If you didn't watch it, you should binge watch it. I think it's on Hulu.
That's something new for me to watch. I know of the show. I just never
It was very, very problematic. Extremely problematic. Fatphobic.
I can yes.
It was bad, but it was good television. I'll say that much, but it was problematic.
Well, so Brystal for me, like during the rehearsal, it was all over the place. She did state that she was doing this because, once the editing and stuff goes, it'll fit properly. Yeah. But at first I was like, okay, I hope she got what she needed to get because I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, the same thing happened with Jackie. It was like, it looks all over the place, but I see what you're going for. So it's like,
definitely not.
Okay. Crystal's growing on me, y'all.
Yeah.
She's growing on me.
Definitely
she done switched her makeup up and she's been from there.
So let's switch to the runway. Okay, actually, no. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way. So you wanted to ask me some questions about something. Because apparently some of y'all saying that y'all don't know me.
Oh, wait, so this is how we gonna introduce this?
No, it's okay. I just thought about it. I literally just thought about it. I was like, we can go ahead and do it.
Okay, so I've heard from the people, you guys. They know a lot about Brystal. We've taken a break with Brystal up till now, every episode. And they just want to know more about, they want to know more about Lorenzo, at Simp241. They just want to know. That's
fine. So before we even begin with that, I will just say this. I guess that aesthetic is not received as well. But so I want the dynamic of fan size to be multiple shows, like across the board. Obviously, this one we're doing RuPaul's Drag Race. And then there are other shows that I would like to start doing as well, but with other fans of that show. So I guess I try to make it more about the fan that I'm with at the time for that show, and then just keep it across that. But like I said, if y'all want to know about what y'all want to know, what's up?
First of all, are you single? No, I'm just kidding. They've been asking, but I've been telling them to mind their business. Anyway, Lorenzo, question 1. Where are you from?
I am from a small town in South Carolina called Gray Court. It's very small, very country town. We got one red light, Dollar General, a mailbox, and a gas station.
Okay. That's why he identifies with Heidi, because they're both from small towns.
Yes, that's true.
And second question, what does Lorenzo like to do? Like, what do you, on a typical non-quarantine?
Now?
You've been quarantined for so long. What is this, day 30-something?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I've lost count. Well, to be completely honest, I just turned 30. So in my mind, I'm in that transition stage, still trying to figure out where my adult life is going, but still trying to let the partier in me go. So most days I just sit in. I'll try to let my mind and my imagination run free. I like to brainstorm. I like to write little short stories, or write, create some type of TV show, or draw something, or try to use my entertainment skills to my best of my abilities. So that's it.
Yeah. And
pretty boring.
Last question, this is for the people that are in my DMs asking about you. If somebody wanted to, pull up from half court and shoot their shot, how would that work for them? What would they need to do to get Simp241's attention?
I guess they'll just have to DM me and find out.
DM him and find out. Get out of my DMs.
Wow.
At Simp241. Okay.
All right. So now that that's out of the way, hope y'all got some good information with that. Next up was the runway, Black Wedding.
Why I gotta be black?
Or like Ru said, why I gotta be a wedding?
Yeah, that was a cute category. A lot of the dresses looked similar, so it was kind of difficult to distinguish, like.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to make sure.
Specific details.
Yeah, because it was the all black theme. Yeah.
So.
First up was Jackie Cox, and she had the black war bride look, as she put it.
Yeah, it was lace at the top. She had a traditional veil that was black. She was waiting on her
back, and it wasn't in her face. And
everything.
everything.
She had a train. She was waiting on her husband to come back from war, and then she got the knock on the door that he was killed in combat. It was very dramatic. She told a story. Yeah, she
did what she set out to do. She wanted to tell a story.
And then her overall commercial, like how it ended up. How did you feel about her overall commercial?
Her overall commercial, it was funny. She hit some key points, I guess I would say. What was I don't remember the title of it. That's how memorable it was. The magic carpet merkin. Yes. Like I said, it was funny. Even though she did all of that, I guess I have a better idea of what a merkin is.
Yeah. It was. I put cute. It was cute. Commercial. It was cute. Like, yeah. Jan was next.
See, there you go. Jan, she had this, what did I put? Smoke something? I don't know. The dress was bland, but she had, she tried to distract everybody by blowing the vape, and she was blowing the smoke, as she was coming down. Yeah. She tried to mask it with that, but it
had glitter.
Classic Jan. I'm telling y'all, Jan, I said she was going to try to use her voice, try to get her out of everything, and it's not going to end up.
And she sang in her commercial, too. She sang in her commercial.
We know you can sing, Jan. What else can you do?
I wrote on 10 the whole time in the commercial. It was like there was nothing. Like
she was on 10. She was definitely on 10.
I was like, girl, calm down.
She was definitely on 10.
Papa Zan or something.
Sheesh. Next up was Jada Essence Hall, Black Diamond Trophy wife.
She looked really good.
She did look good.
She had the deep cut V in her black dress. It was corseted at the waist, obviously, because that's what Jada's going to give you every single time. She's going to give you a décolletage. She's going to give you a clavicle bone, and you're going to get it. You're going to like it.
She pays most attention to Jada because the details. So
no, because she's going to give you.
She is.
It looked like she got the Fenty powder bomb and put it, got the glitter going before she walked out on the runway. She just looked really good. And her commercial was freaking hilarious.
Her commercial was hilarious.
Yeah, Jada, it was so funny.
It was funny.
I was just like, y'all, I live for Jada. She's...
Next up was Gigi Good. Gigi had a Christian Dior dress. I called it looked like a little tutu portion to me. It was
very 50s inspired. Mm-hmm. With the poodle skirt. Mm-hmm. She had on the red bottoms.
Yes, she did, and she worked them.
Face was beat, blonde hair, red lip, gave me very much Marilyn Monroe. And she looked amazing. But Gigi's always gonna look amazing on the runway because that's what she does. Like, she's the Naomi Smalls of the season. Like, she's always going to give you a sickening runway.
And what do you think about her commercial as a whole?
It was not good. I did not like it. Just like Jan was on 10 the whole time, she was on 2 the whole time. It was just, I didn't like it. I didn't like the commercial at all.
Completely, 100%.
It was so bad.
Next up was Heidi in Closet. She had this elegant dress. She had the wraparound. What's the little wraparound thing called? I hit the thing. Sorry, editing. But she had the wraparound. Y'all, Heidi was amazing. She looked good. My God, the best I have seen Heidi this season, hands down.
I wrote, "Oh my God," down when Heidi walked out. She had a sweetheart neckline going down into a corseted waist with the mermaid bottom. Hips looked freaking amazing. She had a rose coming up from to cover this, and then she had like the little shoulder moment. I also don't know what that's called, but it literally amazing. Was the best I have seen Heidi look. I don't know who she asked for makeup tips. Maybe she got with Jan and asked her, you know what I'm saying, to give a little something, but Heidi looked amazing. Like it was jaw-dropping.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, my jaw dropped when she walked on the runway. I was like, "Oh my God!"
From head to toe. Like, yeah, she has.
She's been saving that.
I'm telling y'all,
she looked amazing. Heidi said she's not going to be in the bottom no more. Y'all are going to give her some respect.
And her commercial.
Hilarious.
Her commercial was hilarious. The crying aspect
it was
effect.
So funny.
It was. She put her tears in there and said, "Make these bitches."
She was like, "They mine." She's like, "Come on! I gotta make this money. This money." It was so funny. It was the multi-purpose, like we said, the Heidi Hydrate. It was so funny. She said you can fry your chicken with it. Yeah. That was so funny. I was like, girl.
And I think it was like also like a kind of a kick in the ass for her, and should have been in my opinion Widow when they were doing the rehearsals and Ru came in and she was like, "Well, Heidi, you haven't won a challenge yet. What are you gonna do about that?" And she was like, "Widow, you've only won one challenge. What are you gonna do about that?" And Heidi kicked that ass in gear. She was like, "Let me show them what I really got."
She was phenomenal. This was Heidi's week. Like it was a really good week for Heidi. Like, you know, I said, "Okay, I see you, girl. I see your child."
Next up was Widow Von Du. The evening gown, she had this big bow, and then it went from elegant to scary with the makeup. She had the black dark eyes and the bedazzled veil. It was
it was nice. Good. I really liked her dress. It was it looked like a traditional wedding dress, like the princess type of wedding dress. I loved her makeup. I loved what she did with her makeup, and y'all, Widow wore real heels.
Yeah, she did give us some real good.
She gave us
3.5
inches.
Yeah,
and for Widow, that's a pump.
Right.
That's a pump. Like she was on stilts. Like she looked good. She had to. That commercial
was.
Oh my God.
I don't know what was going on.
It was bad.
It was terrible. I don't know.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
Poor Widow.
Oh.
Next up was Crystal Method. Now, Crystal did the undead bride. Might as well just go ahead and call it zombie type bride. It was too much, but it gave me good for Crystal at the same time. I feel like it was too much because she was the only one that did like over the top theatrics with it. Everybody else did like a regular type black dress and kind of bedazzled it. She took it a step further and added the theatrics. But other than that, it was classic Crystal.
I think it was really good for Crystal. I think it was another way for her to incorporate another one of her makeup skills, because to paint her face the way that it was, like, I've never disliked Crystal's makeup.
Right.
My only critique of her makeup for the first 3.5 episodes, was that it was the same. And so now with her changing it, with her doing that face today, it's just showing you her range. Like, she can give you a Trixie Mattel Barbie doll look. She can give you a Madonna look. She can give you costume makeup like what she did on the runway. She's growing on me, y'all. Like,
I definitely agree.
Yeah, I don't want her to win or nothing like that.
Because she ain't in my top, but...
she's...
Now, I will say now, because when we... At the beginning of all of this, I contemplated, because when we was basing off the first episode, or just made the first ones, Crystal could have potentially been in my top... Yeah,
because she was in the second set.
Yes. If she had did... what she's doing now, then her and Aiden Zane, in my opinion, would have been switched, because I expect Aiden was giving me what I was looking for and she wasn't. But anyway,
she didn't have a chance of making it in my top, but I understand where you're coming from.
What did you think about her commercial?
I thought it was cute. I thought it was very Crystal, and I love how she played into the hair, the elder barge. Like, I felt like with her doing that, it kind of was like like Ru, I hear what you're saying. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, kind of like, I know Ru would like this. Is like, I know who's judging me, and I want to play to them.
Of course.
Like,
that's smart.
Don't care what anybody else got going
Right.
on. Ru said she like this about me, and this is what I'm gonna give. Let's start there.
So, moving on to the elimination round or the elimination process. Oh, okay. Yes. Sorry. So, for my top for the runway was Heidi. Like I said, yeah, obviously Heidi. She gave me everything and then some. My worst for that one, if I had to give it a worst, I would say Jackie. It wasn't bad. It was just the worst one out of all of them for me, in my opinion.
My top, y'all thought I was gonna say Jada, because I am. No, just kidding. My top was definitely Heidi. She did her thing. Heidi looked amazing. You got to give credit where credit is due. My worst for the runway, yeah. I mean, I agree with you with Jackie. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't as good as everybody else. And I'm really trying to think, and yeah, it's just Jackie. Yeah, hers was just, it didn't go where it could have gone for me, because maybe she said it turned into a funeral. Like, she was like, you know, when she was walking back, maybe she could have pulled out like a handkerchief or something to like make her. If you're gonna have a story, you know, you can play it up. But it wasn't bad. It just wasn't the best.
Yeah, it
wasn't the best. But who was your worst or your best commercial?
My best commercial, again, Heidi. Hers was the funniest to me. Yeah, Heidi. Team Heidi.
My best commercial, it is close between Heidi and Jada, because Jada's commercial was really funny.
It was funny.
It was really funny to me. So I'm gonna go with Jada. Okay. Heidi's commercial, that's no knock against hers, because hers was hilarious too. Okay. But I'm gonna go with Jada just because I stand in Jada. So, and I can do that. So there's that. And who's your worst commercial?
My worst commercial, Widow. Yeah, it went to Widow, because like I said, I don't know what was going on.
It was bad.
It was very bad. It was bad, Widow.
My worst was Jan.
Okay.
It just, because it was just like, I'm tired of hearing her sing.
Are we on 10 yet? Yeah,
I'm tired of hearing her sing. Like, she was just like, girl, we know. We get it.
Depending on that voice.
And then, let me not.
Round. Let's talk about. So again, Ru asked everyone again on this one who they feel like should go home, and basically everybody said Widow,
except Widow,
who said Jan. That's it. And it took a lot out of Heidi for her to say Widow name too, because she was about to break, but she said that she just saying basically based off of just the video or the commercial, but.
I think she had to do that disclaimer because Widow's a little moody. So I don't think she wanted her to be like, it's like no shade, girl. It's just like, if we're going strictly from challenge to challenge, you just didn't do well. Like,
that's all it is.
That's all it is. So bottom two?
Yes, bottom two. Who did you think was going to be in the bottom two?
I predicted the bottom two to be what it was. Widow and Jan.
Okay, yes.
Like, yeah. I was like, and I could, like, based on when everything came together, I was like, okay, I can see where this is going. And for the first time, Gigi was in the bottom half of, she wasn't bottom three, but she wasn't, like, they didn't tell her she was safe. They read her. Like, they was like, hey, girl, you're here. This ain't the time to start faltering. So that probably was a kicking ass for her. Yeah. We both, like you said, we both saw that coming, that Widow and Jan would be in the bottom two. And they both deserved it out of everybody else. So, I mean, it was only fair. It was a good call. The challenge winner, though, was, of course, my girl Heidi. She got, her little $5,000. Everybody else got their little $1,000, but she get a little $5,000, so. But get your shit, Heidi. You better stay in your fave.
What do you think about the lip sync for the bottom two.
So the lip sync, Widow, I wrote down, like, she gave me chills. Like, Shaka Khan, the iconic, legendary.
Shout out to the guest judge, Miss
Shaka
Shaka
Khan. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was everything.
Oh my god! Just looking at her, she didn't even say much.
Right?
It's just
She didn't
like,
got to. She
it was Shaka.
Shaka.
It's Shaka
Come
freaking
on now.
Khan. Like, what do you? I'm every.
It's all in me.
Okay.
But yes,
the lip sync they did was "This Is My Night," and it was Widow's night. Like she did that. Like, I got chills. I was like, you better. I almost threw my shoe at the television. I was like, you better. You better.
I feel like it took Jan too long to get anything to come together for her to come up with what she was gonna do in the lip sync. Anyway, she was taking forever to take shit off.
She was doing a lot, and then her reveal wasn't a reveal, and then
It was like, I finally got it off. Okay, here it is.
honestly, because when we was watching it, Lorenzo was like, "It's a fight," and I was thinking in my head, Jan didn't stand a chance.
I mean,
When it became when it's Shaka Khan is there, you're singing Shaka Khan's song, and you're like Widow. Like, I feel like Shaka Khan doesn't mean the same to Jan,
right?
as it does to
And that's
Widow.
true.
And a lot of times, the song that you go home to, if you can, like, you know, get with it, then, you know, or you can feel it. That's how Latrice be winning all of them. Used to win all of those lip syncs. It's like Latrice is not gonna give you all these dance moves, all these flips, kicks, and death drops, but she will stand there and point you into the choir stand and give you the lip sync of your life. But then I think the very first time she went home on like a rock song, and that's not her element. So
Right.
it's always Jan didn't stand a chance.
It depends on the song. I mean, it's not always just of who's in the bottom two and what either one of them can do.
The song,
if the song ain't sitting right with you, then you gonna go
And
home.
she was doing a lot of kicking and flailing and flipping and
So I said define
flopping
dancing on the
and-
last one. Define dance.
she's
'cause
the one
I
that said she was a dancer.
don't know.
I didn't call that girl a dancer.
define dance. Jan.
Needless
I'm
to
just
say-
playing. But yeah, so
Shantae Widow stayed.
yes, Shantae. I was like, what? Yeah, Shantae Widow stayed. Widow is my congeniality anyway, so I mean, I guess, you know, but which I kind of feel like, especially after this episode, I feel like she's definitely gonna get it, Miss Congeniality, after this
Widow?
episode.
So
yeah.
Heidi's my congeniality. I have Widow in the top 4 though. But
Oh, okay, yes, that's right.
but Heidi is my my Miss Congeniality prediction. Heidi's gonna
Either one of
win
them.
Miss Congeniality and then come back for All Stars, whatever, probably All Stars 6 because I think they're filmed. Well, they can't film 5 because we're quarantined, but they already picked the ones for 5. And Heidi's gonna come back and
Slay.
because all she needs is a little bit of coin.
That's it. But definitely a little bit more than $9,000.
Poor baby. Poor baby.
So so goodbye to Jan. My top 2 in Miss Congeniality still standing strong.
My top 3 and Miss Congeniality are still standing strong. So, you know, you took a hit these last couple weeks and you was
can't take no more. Gotta ride these last 2 to the finale.
You got
top
a couple
4
holes in the boat.
Come on now, we gotta make it. I'm holding on for dear life, like for real.
Yeah, and you know what? My winner is still trending up. So that's Miss Gigi is still, she's still in the upward transition. I really feel like she's gonna win because I think Ruth's showing favoritism. But then that could suck though because if people think that she's showing favoritism and Gigi good, y'all. If Gigi gets eliminated, I'm quitting fan size. I'm quitting.
So basically, the last episode, the season finale, because Gigi's gonna make it to the top 4. I mean, come on. Are y'all watching the same show that we watching?
And shout out to the people who started watching Drag Race because y'all started watching fan size. That makes us so happy.
Yes, it definitely
It makes us so happy that y'all. Now RuPaul cut the check.
Right. Or at least put me on the pit crew. I'll settle for that.
He's should be on the pit crew. I've been saying that for years, at least the last 5 years. Lorenzo deserves to be on the pit crew, and the fact that y'all talk about no tattoos, and then we go and see the pit crew, and they got all types of body art. Don't get me started. Thank y'all for watching Fan Size. This was episode
5 of Fan Size. But
yep.
no, Lee, so yes, let's get off of that. So do you guys agree with the bottom 2 being Widow and Jan for tonight? Who did you think should have been in the bottom 2? Who would you have liked to see go home? Are your top 4 Miss Congeniality still standing strong? Leave us a comment below. Let us know. Until next time, we will see y'all on the next episode of Fan Size.
Bye. That was funny.
It was.
Thank you guys for watching this episode of Fan Size. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.